I know we're about 15 minutes late. We had to feed the cat. We had to feed the cat. He needed food. It was his lunchtime. And now he's got food. But here we are, back in Wild Amber. Okay. Okay, I get it. I get it. Alright, we have audio visual. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Murder. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna grow something new. I'm looking at all the stuff we have. We've got quite a few, and I think I'm gonna confirm my roster real quick. There's the guy from last week. Look at him. He's so big, and he's got the fish skin. Here, I'm actually gonna pop on him real quick. Look at him. He looks so happy. You have a whole bunch of marks. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna deposit those real quick because I wanted to make sure I was taking good care of all my stuff and things. But that's the plan. We're gonna run the deposit command on the Discord server and put our marks in the PotBot. So that way, when the when the events come out next month for us to plan and buy as players, I'm gonna be spending marks on that. Let's see. We should be able to just quick log that one. Log on to our Smilodon. Mister, how did you even? Huh? What? Okay. You know what? You're just gonna heal. You're just gonna heal, and we're gonna run another deposit before we just jump into growing. Because I remember I left a lot of marks on that dinosaur, and I don't want to lose them. Yeah, 11,801 marks. That's a lot of marks. But you should be good there. I think that, yeah, should be good there. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Yep, 10 seconds for that one, because I actually want to fully log that dinosaur. But we're going to grow something new here on the community server. I'm actually very happy to be back on Wild Amber once again. It is an 18+ community server run by some friends, and it's just my main place to play the game, because as you can see, I've got a very expansive roster. We've got Dragon, the Noviana, Eruption. Let's see, so we're up to, I need to do a quick count, because I've got a very large roster, and the reason I'm counting is community servers are limited to 50 dinosaurs per player, just the way the game's running at the moment. We have 36 out of 50. What do I want to grow? I'm thinking we do an herbivore. And I've been talking to my friends about this guy. I really like the Ampelosaurus mod. Let's see. So the base one that you pick when you grow. So like I'll go back and select new. Let's see. 10% stamina, 8% armor, 30% spike damage. Ah, I see the spikes are longer. Okay. 10% HP stam recovery, 50% acceleration, minus 40% spike damage. I don't know why. I mean, I guess you're going for speed over spikes. 2 times spike damage, 5% attack. I don't know about that. 20% armor, minus 7% speed, 10%. I think we're gonna go this one. I think this will be a good one. 8% armor, 30% spike damage. Excuse me, your broadcast call goes off my screen. I cannot see it. Okay, we've got some good starting patterns. Right, we've got the splotch part. We've got splotches, limited splotches with like stripes, and then we have like more well-defined stripes to the part where the splotches now become kind of polka dotty. Let's see. We want here. Ooh, okay, I want to stand out just a little, but not too much. Yeah, lots of green, lots of tan. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'm liking that. Oh, no, not that. Let's go this way. Let's go for the brighter vibrant, with the exception of the dark. Let's see, that's how far we get to zoom in. I think we take the gray over the brown. Not that the brown isn't dark, but I like the gray more. And the classic red eyes. Not that you can just barely see them up there. They're just little red dots. I think for this, actually this might help us pick out some of our other colors because this is the underbelly where the dots are. I think, yeah, we keep them bright, kind of like a cream color. Okay, so that's the top. Yeah, that's the top color. Yeah, we might run a combination of tan and cream here with the brown. Which should be okay. It should be okay. I think that's a good one. I think I'll like that. Now you need a name. You know what? We're gonna call you Noodle. Yep, you're gonna be our Noodle. Our spiky. You know what? You know what? We'll call you Pasta. That's what we'll call you. Because he's the color of pasta, long like pasta. The spiky bits, I don't know, maybe we left him in the cabinet a little too long. But just like every Path of Titan server ever, you gotta go up to find your child. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh, he's so small. Oh gosh. Oh. Okay, so we have a bite. A bite and, well, so the goal is don't get found by critters is what it looks like. If you get found by critters, you're gonna die. We're also gonna run the marks command real quick to get 2,000 marks for free. You can run that every hour. Yep, 2,350 marks. So you get 2,000 marks every hour. Helps you grow. Helps a lot of the modded dinosaurs because some of the abilities can get pretty pricey. Also, fair warning, I might have to, you know what, we might just start with that. We might just start with getting water. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I probably should have done this before the stream started, but I'm just like, if you're gonna do a bunch of talking, you might as well fill up your water again. No reason not to. So that's what we're gonna do. Go over here to the sink, put some water in the water bottle, because sometimes when I talk for extended periods of time, my voice gets scratchy and we kind of get like I wouldn't say a cough, but it kind of just runs out of water. Your throat gets dry and you're just like, I'm parched, I need water. Well, that's what we're doing. We're prepping the water. The cat's looking at me like I'm crazy. You're okay. We got you the good food, which he absolutely snarfed down. He ate all his food. Such a good boy. We're proud of him. He's doing better, by the way. We are making progress on getting him back onto a full kibble diet. I don't know that he's going to be ready by the time vacation rolls around, though. That's the only concern. We might have to have one of us stay behind. It'll be unfortunate, because I know obviously our goal was to have us both go, but for the cat, we make sacrifices for the cat. We gotta take good care of him. We love him. But here we go. Don't get caught by critters. We are just this little tiny noodle. Tiny pasta noodle. You know what? Maybe I should have named him... We should have named him Spaghetti. Maybe we should have named him Spaghetti. I don't know. I give half of my dinosaurs nicknames anyway and don't call them by the name I actually named them. So... He might be Pasta Spaghetti Noodle. That might be, You get the first name, last name with the nickname in the middle. Normally, spaghetti is a longer. Normally the nickname is is a shorter name. Hence the name Nick. Hence it being a nickname. But I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. Can you take this drop? Yeah. Well, you're a hatchling. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Although I imagine going forward, if that's what we're doing as a hatchling, we won't want to take fall damage anymore. Nope, if that's what we're doing as a hatchling, adult us is not gonna want to be jumping off of cliffs ever. Oh, mushrooms, I'm looking for you. I'm still disappointed that my para can no longer eat mushrooms, but it is what it is. You let a man eat mushrooms for 2 years and then you tell him no. You tell him that you can't do it anymore. It messes with you, just a little. And not just because they're mushrooms. There's a lack of consistency there that I'm going to miss. We run for the flowers! Oh, look at those little scales on the tail. Or on either side. They look so symmetrical. They look good. There should be a flower patch or two here on the end. There they are. Like, I know they're over here. They're not all in this spot, but there's a good amount. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna have to check our diet. I believe our starting diet for this mod is base herbivore. But I can't check it anytime soon. Anytime soon. So we're gonna be doing a run around. Goodness gracious, good. We're gonna be in a serious. We might just die if we run into a critter. I feel like I'm putting on a concert when I jump, so I thought I would just do it. That does mean we're gonna walk right by a set of burrows and at least 3 potential critter spawns with no stamina. You know what? Natural selection might be doing something here. We might just crouch walk. Look at this little crouch walk. You can definitely tell we're trying to crouch walk. Oh, look, there's a berry bush. Has it always been raining? No, I think it just started raining, and we've just been wet for a while because we went swimming and whatnot. But you know what? Yeah, look at that thunderstorm. It's a thunderstorm. You hear the thunder. The thunder wasn't always there. It used to just rain. The thunder, they added that. Within the last 6 months, they've added that thunder. And let me tell you, it sounds like the real thing. If I didn't know any better, like if the sun wasn't shining outside, I would be like, oh, is it raining out? Is there thunder? Do I need to take the air conditioner out of the window? No, not quite. Not today. Today is a hot day. Today is a hot day. Alright, oh, that's one lakeweed, and we're already swimming for it. Well, if we're gonna go swimming, we might as well swim for all of it. No gators. No gators, no fish, no nothing. Ain't nothing gonna find me. Because the lakeweed is literally larger than we are. No whammies. No nothing. Well, okay, we're out of stamina. But we're not gonna suffocate. Nope, we just stick the neck up like a big old snorkel. That's what we do. That's what we should do. That's an idea. If the top of my head is above the water, my oxygen shouldn't start draining. I'm just gonna put it up there. It's gonna be idea number 1. Alright. Phew. Apparently having a short sneezing fit made me forget how to say the word short for a minute. Okie dokie. Lakeweed. It's lakeweed time. You know what? We have to turn around. I don't think we have the stamina to get that last one. No, we do it. We risk it. It's worth it. Well, you know, it would be more worth it if it was the last piece of lakeweed, but now you're just being silly. Hatchling has always been a challenge. So let's see, that's 4. That's the timestamp. So 5:33. We get one more use of the marks command while we grow this big guy. He does get large. I'll tell you, he does get large. The Jello dinosaur? I don't know, Silver. I really think that this is he's more of a pasta noodle. He's a spaghetti. Obviously now we're not quite spaghetti sized yet, but we're gonna get there. I think we take this opportunity to get some more water, and then we go to Dry Lake. Dry Lake is the next spot. We turn and we go. Armed with a bite, a stamina bar, and, well, luck at this point. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna roll. We're gonna go to where the critters live. As you can see, this is our walking speed. We've got a good shuffle going. But, you know, it's better walking speed than the Amarg. Like, this feels like Amarg sprinting speed. We are no larger than the ferns. Oh, the game wants me to go to the salt flats at some point. I think we can get there. Yeah, I think we can get there. Look at us go. Look at us go. We're going. We're big. We're running. We are moving. You know, I think we're going pretty good. Ah, that's a critter. Wait a minute. It's scared of us. It's scared of us. Ah, come back here, critter. Rawr. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Run. There's something big with a beak. Nope. Nope. Ah! That's right. We're doing a drift. Haha. No. We've been grabbed. No. Well, you know, I sound like I'm sneezing. Oh, that was painful. Oh, that was painful. Sprint! Oh, no, not a log. No! Not a rock! No, 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 no. No, no, no. Quick. You know what? I don't... We're gonna crouch. You know, I guess our crouch is undone by the sound of us gathering branches. Quick. You know, the carnival music is very applicable here because I think that we are the amusement for the attraction. Oh geez. Oh no, that was a jump. That was a jump. Run! In circles! Alright, okay, cool. We died. They're not throwing attacks anymore. I'm just being followed. Oh geez. You know what? Maybe if we amuse them enough, we live. Okay, are you ready for the concert? No! It didn't work! Oh. You know what? I don't know how I feel about this, but we're not gonna complain. At least not audibly. We are going to run. Albeit not very far. I don't think we make it very far. But we run. Oh my gosh. This run speed is not even remotely quick enough. It's not even remotely fast. We are being followed and followed some more. Oh, we're out of stamina. Oh no. Where have we? No, we passed the mushrooms. In our fear for our lives, we passed the mushrooms. They're down here. I think. Yeah, there's the flowers, which means the mushrooms are further down. Yeah, we passed them. This bird. This bird. No! You know what? It's a turtle! Run, turtle friend! There's a hat here! Run! Oh dear. You know, yeah, we're just gonna save up some stamina. I don't think we try to sprint away anymore because we just keep getting caught. Alright, we found the mushrooms! As we sprint towards the mushrooms, immediately, abandoning the advice I gave myself. Alright, now if we walk in a circle, this is the strategy. Yes, this is the strategy. It defies the laws of nothing really. We're just gonna run. I was gonna say it defies the laws of physics and that the hats can't keep up, but I don't think that's the case. I think the hat's doing a perfectly fine job of following us. All right, now we do it again. We do a bamboozle. You know what? We're gonna hit him with a figure eight. Yep, we're hitting him with a figure eight. I don't think this is doing anything to help us, but you know what? It's only weird if it doesn't work. And right now it's working. Alright, we shimmy left, we shimmy right. Aha! Ah, darn, I thought we were done questing here. Quick! Down the hill! Maybe we can outrun the hats down the hill. Go! Run! Oh. Well, if we don't look at it, if we hear no evil and we see no evil and there is no evil, I see it. Nope, I don't see it anymore. Nope. Ah, there's a beak in my screen. No! I'm bleeding. No, we made them bleed. I really don't know how to feel about this. Oh, did you see that? We grew a little. We did a grow up. Oh dear. Alright. I think I think we go for a runaway. Their footsteps sound like a heartbeat. I don't like that it's following me. Oh, where did it go? I don't even remember where it is. It's hard to see in the fog. Alright, we're just gonna... No! We used to be able to turn in circles so good! Oh, this is heartbreaking. Oh my gosh, we took fall damage just from falling out of the face. Run! I think I see it. I think I see it. Quick! Get in the cave! Nope, 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 nope. Get in the cave! What do you mean? There's no way. There's no way. We hide. We hide. We blend in. Yep, we do a big old blend. I think we blend in really well here. We're not gonna blend in as an adult, my goodness. We're gonna be bright and loud and we're gonna be large and in charge as an adult, but we're not quite there yet. We're very much still hatchling. Okay. Okay. Alright. Ah! Run! It's still there. You know what? I'm gonna pretend that I knew this went this far back. I just kind of ran to run, you know? Oh wow, look at this. Oh, this would be a good nest spot. And apparently the game devs think so too, because look at that. That's a nest. But now the hats certainly can't follow us all the way in here. No. No, 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 no. You know, honestly, we probably shouldn't stay in this chamber. Because, like, if we hit Juvie and we get stuck in here, that's gonna be a problem. We're gonna die. I mean, admittedly, we already have to worry about half of our food being gone. So we can't stay in here. But yes, it seems like our friend here is just trying to give us some company. Which, if that's, so long as that stays the case, I don't think we have any troubles. However, this is when we make our great escape. Rah! We run. Obviously not very fast, but we go. Ah! Turning around to see the hats just walking behind us. Well, we're not very quick. But what we lack in speed, we make up for in spirit, I guess. We're one of the most spirited little ampelos. And we've run... Oh, there's a berry bush. We'll be able to eat. No! Not again. No! Put me down. No! Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad. Oh dear. Oh jeez. There used to be... That was gonna be good food. Haha! Run! There's another berry bush right next to us. Run! To the bush. Oh dear. Oh geez. Aha! We hide in the bush. And we munch. We run and we munch. Oh, that's not menacing at all. You know what? We get a picture of that. That'll be great. I think we can do it. We just needed to stop for berries first. Do, 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 do. It seems like our friend is trying to give us an air taxi. An air cab. I think we just need to waddle. What we could do, right? This is how we play it. In order to get there, we would have to run completely through Big Quill, go into Salt Flats, and then just do a turnaround. I think that's how we do it. Because typically, I would quest all of Big Quill and then go to Salt Flats, but we might not have a choice if we want to make this location quest. But look at us, we're just doing a big shuffle. We're shuffling. We do the shuffle. You can tell it's serious because it's the shuffle times 2. Oh yeah, we got the exploration growth. Cool. I'm happy about that. Although this little leap might hurt. Well, you know, we're just gonna. Oh yeah, that's not bad. That was surprisingly worse, right? It's surprisingly better than what it was before. I think we just fell less. Run. Oh yeah, we got this. Look at that. We made it this far in 2 minutes. We got this. We just used the little legs. I got 4 legs. I'm gonna use 4 legs. Nope, I'm not looking behind me. I hear it, and I don't. That's a snake. It's a little snake. Oh geez. All right, we may have to do a quick water stop. Pit stop for water because we were under the teardrop, or at least the top of the teardrop. It's like under the teardrop is a lot less water in our meter. That would be very concerning. It's like, let's make sure we get the terminology right. I don't want to, you know, last thing I want to be like is, well, you know, you actually were this far. All right, now we go. We have plenty of food. We got plenty of water. We just do the shuffle. Oh, look at that! The camera actually zooms out. Look at us go. We have the little tail going on. Well, you know, the reeds and the long grass are still taller than us, but we might be taller than the shrubberies. We are barely the same size as the shrubs. Okay, we're not quite tall yet. But by golly, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna be tall. One day. We're definitely gonna hit juvenile. The question's gonna be, is it gonna be passive growth? Or is it gonna be the exploration growth from hitting Salt Flats? One of the two, and we're out of stamina. We're doing the waddle. Oh, we jumped. We still had enough stamina bar to jump. We are being egged on by the hats. The hats is cheering us on as we waddle. The rain stopped. It rained all night. Look at that. It's morning time. Hey, we hit Juvie. Haha, yes. We are less of a little kid and more of... You dropped me and I hurt myself. My goodness. Quick, turn around. Well, you know, this is a great opportunity for me to put the directional tail attack on. I think we've just accepted this at this point. Um... Don't alert call at me. Nope, 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 nope. We run. Oh, every time I think we're gonna get in the cave. Waddle! Waddle! No. No. Haha! Quick, put the tail attack on. Now, admittedly, I think this might break. I can tell they're trying to give me lakeweed. I can tell they're trying. And I just don't want to, Squawk. Oh. Well, you know, that's not a... Huh. After reviewing the rules, I don't think the quartz was supposed to help me get anywhere. So we're gonna run away. We're gonna run away and we're gonna scream at the top of our lungs. And I'm gonna scream. Oh! But regardless, we just go this way and we try to hide out. You know, I think this actually took me away I didn't want to go. I'm deeper in the cave than I thought. I thought I was in the second chamber where I could leave. I was not. I ran deeper into the salt flat, or into the cave. I'm doing a big scream. Alright, okay. And now we hide. You know, this orange might give me away. My head might give me away. There's a lot of things that might give me away, but we have to try. Alright. I think we focus on the lakeweed. But look at us! Look at us! we're like, you know. Now the sounds of us collecting items are gonna give us away anyways. Ah! I think they just tried to knock back me into the water. I think I heard that wing beat. But yeah, I'm being told one thing and I'm reading another and I'm like, I don't the rules as written don't leave a lot of wiggle room, so I don't know. I'm going to protest at every turn so that way it's not exactly helping me, it's just forcing me in a general direction. There we go. I'm gonna rules lawyer just a little. Because if I fight back and I struggle the entire time, except for like the time I was defeated and I accepted death, I think that I'll be okay. I should be fine. But necessarily, I guess my biggest concern is I don't want to show the server in like a bad light or like, outside of the intentions of the owners. Because I definitely want to have the authentic Wild Amber experience, or at least the best I can put together. Yeah, I think that they're just gonna have to reword their rules then, because their mixed packing rules definitely say, like, do not help in any way, shape, or form. And I'm just like, technically, if you're carrying me in a direction that my location quest says I have to go, and you're watching the stream, that looks a lot like helping. So if the intent is we can hang out and we can like do nice things for each other, I guess my only concern is that I want to make sure that intent is shown in the rules, because right now it is not. Right now it is very much you can't help, you can't help each other in any way, shape, or form. And I'm just like, well, yeah, like that wording does not leave the wiggle room. So I might just have to bring that to their attention. Because at one point I imagine that was the case, but if the intentions have changed, you know, I'm not here to fight against the intentions of the owners of the server. I might just point out to them like, hey, the wording on this is not, is a bit less forgiving than what you're intending. I think that's the way I would word it. So I'll do that after stream. Because I don't wanna put the brakes on growing this little goober just to mind my P's and Q's, you know what I mean? Yum. Look at us, we're a race car! We're a race car! We raced all the way to the beach to get clams. That's what we did. It's clam time! You know what? I look like a clam. This little guy? This little guy looks like a clam. Yeah, I mean, I knew that the intent was there, but I just wasn't sure, so I'm like, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna run for farm. Well, obviously, if I end up fighting the Hatset as a juvie, I'm gonna die. So that's probably a bad idea. But, the protest, we were at least protesting and trying to run. Although, I mean, you see this run speed. We're not running from anything fast. This is not the runner dinosaur. This is not the runner version. This is not the plus 50% acceleration speed. Well, we get We got to use both. Oh, interesting. If I remember right, the last time I played this had like 2 or 3 different tail slots, and it had like a tail slam along with the tail attack. So I wonder if they took the tail slam out. Given the AoE rework, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if they took that tail slam out. Alf? Auf. Out? Yeah. Because that was a combination of off and out at the same time, and I'm just like, that's not a word. Hold on. Don't worry, English is my first language, and half the day I still can't speak it. English is hard sometimes, man. Tell you what. Especially for dinosaurs. Have you ever heard a dinosaur speak English? I haven't. There we go. That's the critter size I'm acceptable with. You are a child. I am a child. We look at each other and you run away. That is my acceptable critter size for now. Maybe when I'm larger, I can do amazing good stuff. Aha! We have quested through all of Big Quill. And oh my gosh, look at this face. I like the model, but that face is derpy. It kind of has the meme face where you have the exaggerated smile and like the long cheekbones. It's my elephant impression. No, that's my Anno impression. Yep, we're stuck on the Anno impression. But I found the calls I make when I struggle. You know, when I buck and I struggle and I scream about being carried. I know what kind of sounds I make. I use the alert calls. Because apparently I'm very alert. Alright, well, the cat is taking a big nap. I'm glad he's got a good nap going. Alright, we've got all 3 of our abilities that we can buy at the moment. As you can tell, it's going to open up a good bit. What it opens up into, I really don't remember. Yeah, these are the 4 places we've been to so far. We're in a very, very good portion of the map. It's decent questing. It's not bad. I actually prefer the landscape on the east side of the map more. Oh, look at this. Dong, 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 dong. We just do the big waddle. Oh, look at our legs! We actually have legs now. They're not just nubs. Oh, look at them go. You know, oh, there we go. There's the front legs. I was going to say, I'm about to show you the front legs, and then they get covered by bushes. Then the bush comes, and it covers the legs, and... You know what? We're going to go up the hill, because there are melons up here, and I need to top up on my food. Melons! Melon! They got a whole bunch of green and orange. Don't ask me how I'm actually eating these because they're on the ground and my mouth is not lowering. Okay. I'm lowering into open air. Yeah. We're not gonna ask about how realistic the animations are. That's in relative area to where we're actually eating from. We're just gonna roll with it. All right, now there's a ramp here. And that ramp allows us to go down without causing ourselves lots of damage. Because I'm pretty sure we would die from this fall. Do 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 do. Oh, look at that layer, or look at that line of spines, though. It goes from, like, the top of our head to the bottom of our tail that's, like, stuck in the rock right now. Yeah, look at that. We have just a big line of spikes. All the spikes. You know what? I might be a kid, but my model's tall enough. Can I reach the top shelf? Can I reach the top shelf? I can reach the top shelf. Haha! I might be little, but I can still reach the top shelf at the grocery store. We're being sent for salt. Do 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 do. All right, let's go this way, and then that way. You know what? That right there is a problem. We don't want to walk in that. That right there is a tar pit. Well, you know what? I should probably at least show you all what happens if you walk in a tar pit. In case you don't know, the tar pits are one of the modded placeable things in the game. And if you walk in the tar pit, you get 2 minutes of being the slowest thing in the world. Oh, this is tragic. Yeah, and net negative, there's no laying to get this off quicker. You are stuck with 2 minutes of slow. We are going 0 places fast. This is our walk speed. This is our running speed. There's an herbivore nearby. Here's an herbivore. You fellow herbivore. Oh my goodness, this is pain. So, yeah. No matter what you are, if you walk in that tar pit, not fun things will happen to you. We're fighting our way to the next round of salt rocks. We are fighting the tar on our toes. We are trying to stomp it off so that way we can run again. This is like adult Argent speed moving as a baby on a different dinosaur, completely different. Completely a baby-sized dinosaur. We're fighting it. We're fighting it. We're biting. We're biting the slow right off of us. I don't think it actually works that way, but you know what? We had to try. Realistically, once the timer goes off, you're good. I just needed to feel like I was actually doing something, so I decided to play around and be like, we're fighting the tar. Although, you know what? I don't know if the rain does anything about the tar. I doubt that it does. I would be very surprised if it does. But I wouldn't complain. I would not complain. Alright, we're 18 out of 25. No, it's better than 24. 25! Oh man, there are just clips of SpongeBob that live rent-free in my head. And that's one of them. Flowers. I know you're here. There you are. Flowers! That little waddle, the excited waddle of just, look at me, here I am. That is the second skip. that I have seen in local. There's an herbivore nearby. It is our friend. It is our friend Silver. But I don't know where Silver is. And that's the mystery. We have to see if we can spot the Silver. We also have to claim our quest. The ones, I remember when all of the quests, you had to claim them. And you could literally just sit there and like bank like an hour's worth of growth. I remember that. And then just claim all the quests and just grow forever. Now, the vast majority of quests are the automatic turn-in where it's like, oh yeah, you complete the quest, you get a reward. Except for the ones that can give you items for your home cave and decorations and stuff. Those quests you have to manually claim for a percentage chance to get, you know, whatever item is there. Sometimes it's a flower, sometimes it's a mushroom, sometimes it's a blood crystal. So they've got some good spread in what they can and can't give you. Is that? No, that's a clump of rocks. That is a critter spawn that has decided to shove itself above the map for some reason. Really weird. Really weird. But now we move. You know what? We could just run across the salt, grab the exploration growth for Hoodoo, and then just turn in the direction of sand caverns. And we might do that. Do 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 do. But first, we bully the turtle! Because we have to feel like we can do stuff, and we have defeated like literally the most harmless critter in the game. Rawr, I'm a tough Ampelo. Not all herbivores are secretly bullies, but apparently if you bully the Ampelo long enough, or at least this one, it will strike out in ways that may surprise you. It'll try to bully a critter. You know what? I'm lucky that this went a lot better than the last time I tried to beat up a critter. Because I remember the last time I tried to beat up a critter, I nearly died. And that was a time and a half. I remember. It's berry bush time! Alright, go shove face in the bush. There we go, look, we're actually eating the berries. Oh, hold on, the sunshine's getting a lot dimmer. And it's not fog. Oh, are we gonna get a dust storm? It's a dust storm! Oh my goodness. It is a dust storm. Now there is a really, really old, well I say really, really old. It's like maybe 12 years old now, clip from like an old comedy show that had a song about dust storms. And I remember watching it as a kid, and I sat there for like 5 minutes dying of laughter, watching the skit that these comedians pulled off about writing a song about dust storms. And every time I hear or say the word dust storm, that's the first thing that comes up, first thing that pops into my head. And I'm just happy about it. Alright, beautiful news. I have the ability to do some cooking after stream. I'll be very excited about that. Because I, in all my infinite wisdom, nearly went to start cooking a dish or some meat and beans to add to some stuff we already have here in the kitchen. And I was going to cook without the seasoning. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have the seasoning recipe. What was that? Oh, look! Oh, look at that! It's so cute! It's an Amarg! Aww. You know, your friend now. It's Silver! Alright, Silver. I feel really guilty to do this, but we need to move on to... We need to move on to the sand caverns. So I will apologize. Rude! I can't believe you just did that. I can't believe you took that much of my health on a tail swing. As you can see, Hatchling Amarg has much better sprint speed than late juvenile Ampelo does. Because Amarg is just tearing away, just pulling away, just running away, and I can't catch up. Why are you being so rude? Listen here. I expected this from your hat, not your hatchling. Okay, now where's the way down that doesn't break our ankles? Oh, there it is. Beautiful. We found it. Do 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 do. Hey, look at that! My skin's coming in! Look at it go! Oh, that's beautiful. I'm happy about it. Apparently I wasn't paying attention to my skin. But it's almost here. And we've got about a minute and a half until the group quests click in. The real question is, how do you want to split the group quests, my friend? Do you want to take all the group... Actually, I might just ask. You're almost adolescent. Dear goodness. Okay. How do you want to split the group quests? Don't mind me spelling out my words as I type them. I'm still... Aw, that's great. That is great. I'm very grateful for that kind of... You know what? You know what? This is how I feel about that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get beat up by an adolescent Amarg. Oh, speaking of this, okay. So there's this kind of like sense slot. Ooh. So I get an additional 30% spike damage, or I get stamina recovery by 10. You know what? I think we go for the acute spikes, and we double down on our spike damage. So now we have plus 60% spike damage and plus 50% bleed from our spikes. But you know what? That doesn't answer my question. How are we splitting? Are we just... I think we're just going to split them in half like we normally do. And the real question is going to be, do we have access to enough branches? Because I don't remember. Now, each group of branches is 6 branches. And you need 6 groups of branches to hit 36 branches. And we're at 2. So now we're even at 2 each. I'm going to leave some of the bloodstones behind. Alright, so that's 3. So I've got 18. I am being shouted at. I'm going to keep running. Alright, this will take us to 24. This will be 30. And then I'm going to take 5 out of this group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good stuff. Alright, I learned how to count. Now the blood crystals will have an infinitely easier time with. Not just because I can count the personal meter on my screen, but also because there is every group of bloodstones spawns in a group of 6, and you need 5 groups of bloodstones. However, for the 5th group, you only need 1 individual bloodstone to reach 25. Because 6 times 4 is going to be 24, and then the extra 1 at the end is going to be 25. That's right, I learned how to count. Listen, I know that that's some very basic stuff, but sometimes, man, sometimes the days do a number. And sometimes you just can't. Sometimes the counting just ain't there. Okay, we just came through here and cleared out 70 branches, and the game said, you know what? We appreciate that performance. However, we want you to grab 20 more on top of it. And I just look at it and I say, what? Whatever do you mean? Now the good news is we can actually come back here and grab a lot of these succulents. I hear a silver fox doing a big scream. I am still looking at group. Okay, good. So I haven't missed any communications. I'm just missing a screaming silver. Is silver swimming? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh my gosh, my friend is gonna die. Oh no, they actually made it. Okay, they made it to the spawn point that's on the little nudge. I thought they were gonna die. I really did. Because for all the things I know about Amargs, being good swimmers is not on that list. It just is not on that list. So I was questioning whether or not that we were gonna be able to keep the quests. I thought we were gonna lose one. Alright, and now I get to eat my words as I run back down here and try to find 20 more branches. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm an excellent swimmer, how dare. Listen, I don't doubt the player, I doubt the stat block, okay? Every time I see an Amarg, good swimmer is not what I think of. Alright, we found 2. I highly doubt we actually find 20 branches though, I'll be honest. We came through here and we cleared those things out. That is true. That is true. Amargs have a newfound phenomenal ability to just be absolute dangers with their tails. The knockback combined with the straight damage from hitting the head and the bleed. It's definitely a painful experience that I don't wish on anyone ever. Oh, it looks like Silver collected a personal bones quest too. It'll be interesting to see if we get a group quest for bones because I think we might, but I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done this as a group. Normally I just quest this zone solo and just say screw it. But I don't know. Honestly, with our luck, we're probably going to get 70 clams and be like, ah, clams. I am once again being graced by a screaming silver. Hi, screaming silver. I am a screaming snake. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Where are you going? Now, once again, my good friend Silver has the near infallible ability to make me question lots of things, lots of times. If I recall correctly, knowing my friend's attitude, I think I just was given a demonstration of just how well the Amarg can swim. Oh my gosh, the little shuffle. The sauropod shuffles in this game are just too good. I like them too much. But we did it! We split the quests right down the middle. Alright, now the real question. Yeah, I don't think I find 10 more branches over here, I'll be honest. Rude. But why you hit me? Why are you hitting me? Yeah, you have jumps. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we're gonna be able to complete the personal quest. I didn't think we were gonna pull this off. I thought we were gonna be out of branches over here. I thought that I was gonna be wrong. What? Why are you always so violent? You know what? I have a tail attack too. Mine is nowhere near as good as yours is, though. Let me tell you what. We're having baby wars over here, and I'm losing. Oh, the malarkey. I'm being tail bullied by an Amarg. That's rough. That's a rough life. Haha! That's right, I have the tail! What was that? Hold on. What? Oh, that was your stomp, I think. Were you stomping me? You rude Amarg. Rude. You did not just try to stomp me. I can't imagine. Oh, I'm being neck smacked. Are we done? Oh yeah, you're gonna sass walk? Okay, well, I think we're done. I did nothing wrong. I was attacked. Only eat berries and flowers. Ampelo loses weight by 5%, gains 5% speed. No, I think that's dumb. Gorager, sauropod eats faster, consumes 40% more food, but needs to eat more often. High food intake will decrease thirst rate over time. Honestly, berries, fruits, and nuts, keeping it on this moderate diet might just be the play. What are you threat calling me? What is this? You just... No, that's rude. That is mean. That is mean. I'm gonna bite you one more time. There we go. Rude. I can't believe you didn't. You know, it's my turn. It's my turn. I have no idea what it looks like when I try to sass walk. I don't think it's anywhere near as deliverable as most of the in-game dinosaurs get. Honestly, 45 seconds of bleed does not look bad on this health bar. Do you see that? Something made a noise. Well, I don't know what would have made a noise. Huh. Yeah, because there's nothing laying in the tub. That's the only thing that could have made a noise. I have neighbors, but they're not, beating on my door. Rude. Oh, what? So we have two abilities in one. We have the directional tail behind right and left deal medium damage but high knockback. Behind deals medium AoE damage and knockback. So we do still have the tail slam. So I do have 2 attacks in 1 ability. Interesting. I'm not gonna hit you if you don't hit me. I'm done. I don't want to hurt you no more. You're my friend. Listen, if you're gonna keep hitting me, I'm gonna hit you back. That's just how this works. I don't wanna. You hit my back. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, yeah, you hit me first. Listen, I don't start stuff, but I finish it, okay? I don't know what you want from me. I'm not letting you hit me for free. No. Rude. Bad. Bad sauropod friend. Mean, even. Dare I say it. Although, I'm gonna start having some water issues if I don't make my way to water soon. So I may have to put off my, my desire to teach my friend a lesson in order to not die. So we might just have to run to the water. Do 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 do. I mean, as you can see, like this is a sense of urgency. Like we're running, but apparently we're not going very fast. And we are roughly halfway through Adolescent. And we're just like, well, you know, we gotta go to the water and get water. But this is apparently the speed at which we're going to get water. We're gonna have to rest for stamina at the top of this hill. This hill is just tanking our stamina. We're just losing stamina like it's nothing. Alright, well, you know, we take a sleep. We take a sleep break. I don't think the Amarg has such issues. I'm pretty sure it actually has long distance runner, so Silver is just going places. You know what though? While Silver does go places, I'm gonna collect 25 mushrooms here. Since I'm right next to these. You don't have long distance runner? You just have stamina for days? My goodness. Alright, you heard it here first, folks. Amarg just has stamina for days. Well, there we go. 25 mushrooms right off the bat. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Alright, you know what? There should also be some flowers over here that I can hit on the way to the water. On the way. Here we go. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, we might actually get all 25 flowers here too, because this is 18, and then I think there's at least 2 more groups of flowers on the hill. So yeah, we'll actually be able to fill up our half of the group quest before we even get to the water to drink. Look at us go. We are multitasking in our role for surviving right now. That's what we do, we just live. That's our goal. Our goal is to live. Then again, I can understand why we're so fearful of things. We literally got harassed by a hat as a child. You get picked up and dropped that many times, you're gonna have some troubles. Whether they're fear-based or actually like, you know, the brain hit the ground a little too hard and now we thunk real good, you know? I can still thunk real good! That's pretty much what we've got. If you understand that reference, we can be best friends. And it's okay, we can be friends even if you don't know that reference. It's a bit limited. I don't think a lot of people played that game. Alright, now the real question is, can we hit 35 rocks before we hit the water? It's a definite maybe, because we're about to hit 27, which Which means we need one more pile. There they are. One more pile of rocks. There's actually... Ah, no, it's an alpha red face! Run! No, don't stop! Don't stop! Oh, no, 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 no! Oh my gosh, I hate this directional tail. This is so stupid. Quick! Directional tail slap that thing. Tail, slap it more! Ow. Oh, I'm gonna be out of stamina. I'm gonna run out of, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! It was good knowing you, but I think I'm dead. No! Oh, directional anything is... They need to fix that. That almost got me killed. That almost got me killed. Yeah, if you aim it backwards, well, guess what? Oh my gosh, the amount of times I wanted to hit it left or right, and instead it's like, here, let me come to a full stop in the middle of my run to directionally smack it with an AoE, and I'm just like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Oh, jeez, that's rough. That is rough. Oh my goodness. Directional front stomps or heavy stomp. You know what, I think we take directional stomps. But yeah, that was... I have some choice words about how that ability is made. You kept hitting me away from it. Well, listen. Listen! My tail slaps are directional, okay? I don't know what to tell you. And the worst part was I was getting hit by you too, so I was getting additional bleed. All in all, I should probably be dead. But I'm very happy to not be dead. I think that ability needs some rework. This needs to be 2 tail slots again, because that was annoying. That was annoying as heck. Because I'm like, oh, I'm going to hit it directionally. Nope. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm going to hit it directionally. Comes to a complete stop. Wait till I get my stomps. Are they that good? You know what? I'm not in a position to be testing anything, so we'll figure it out. But first, I need water. I need to get water. I don't want to die. What do you want? What? 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 What do you want? And I can just do that 1 second after the other as long as I'm standing still. That's insane. That is insane. I don't know about that. That is kind of crazy. Apparently we're just the stomp master over here. But we did it! We got water! Alright, I'm not supposed to see that. Wait a minute, that was all purple text. Which means there's nobody typing global. Cool. You need a hot spring? No, we need to keep questing. We need to finish the questing. I didn't come here to give up. We need to keep questing. I just need to take a nap. A very long nap. I see that the health regen is going to be one of the main weaknesses of this dinosaur. And that was me at like mid-adolescent too. So as an adult, I sincerely hope I do perform better against those. Although I did just pick up a 14% damage buff. So who knows? Want to know a secret? Is it safe? Is it a safe secret to be sharing on stream? Is it a safe secret? An alpha spine lizard thingy nearly killed my adult Apato. That is no way. No way. No way. Listen, some of these alpha critters are just downright evil. And that really just is how it be. But hey, you know what? We found a berry bush. We can eat from the berry bush, fill up our food, and then take a very long, very effective nap. But hot darn, that alpha red face had it out for us. Because you know what? They don't take any damage from your defensive spikes. They're supposed to. They should. They need to be made to take that damage. We have reflect damage. We have reflect, but it doesn't do anything to critters. The toxic was max and the bite was doing damage. Oh no. Yeah, that, I can see how that would be a problem. But yeah, that is just... You want to know what grinds my gears? Apparently this ability will just make you stop running out of a full-on sprint. I remember when it used to be you could keep moving while you hit it, and I'm just like, okay. That was a rough thing to find out in the moment. I'm glad we learned, but hot darn, that was frustrating. Ugh. We have oof with a capital O right here. You know, all that screaming and hooping and hollering, and the cat is still absolutely passed out. He is doing a good sleep. So thank goodness that we did not wake the cat, because I would have felt really guilty about that. Berries. You want berries. That's the answer to that question. Berries. All the berries. 10 out of 10. But yeah, we're just gonna get our health back right here. As much of it as we can, frankly. Oof. You know what? I can respect this. I can respect... That was a lot of fives. I can respect this health regen. Because normally this thing is supposed to be a 4-slot, tanky, herbivorous. It used to have hunger, or like a hunger ability where it boosted armor. I'm gonna be interested to see what happens when we hit subadult. Because after the Anno rework, like, hunger doesn't really exist anymore, so I'll be interested to see if this dinosaur still gets a version of hunger, or if it has something different. Yeah. Are you looking at me, mister? You got a good look. Yeah, I love you too. You're a good kitty. You just took some fall damage for that. I saw that. I saw that. You're alright. Yeah. You got a case of dry mouth after waking up? He's like, I slept and I have dry mouth. But yeah, look at me. I woke up. I have more health than I used to. Like literally 90% of it's back. Yeah. You're okay. Alright, the cat is moving. The cat is warm. Okay, that is. The cat woke up, hopped off the cat tree, and said, "It's warm, we're laying on the floor." Yeah, we're doing pretty good here actually. I really, man, that fight with the alpha critter, oh, I was not thrilled about how that was going. I thought I was gonna die. And really, I should have. I should have died. Why do you scream for me, friend? Why do you scream? There's nothing in group. Chunk. Chunk? Chunk. Didn't share. I don't know. You're speaking a different language. Chunk. What is chunk? Oh, also, the food you said eat berries and you ate them all. Did I really? Did I really destroy that berry bush? No, I couldn't have. We eat that much as a late adolescent? I don't. So, story time. The sunflowers you see placed around the map on Wild Amber, part of an event. So they're here for a limited time. There's an event tied to them. You take pictures with them when you find them. I have a picture with that one already, which is why I'm not taking a picture with it now. Thundering footsteps. It's the Thunderneck. It's like a turtleneck, but with like less turtle and more clouds. Me as I struggle to run up a hill. You know, this dinosaur is just as powerful and in shape as I am. 35 or 32 out of 50. Man, this one be a struggle. This one's gonna be a struggle. I think there's 25 additional around here somewhere. I don't remember if there's all 50 available at the same time or if we have to wait. But we'll find out. It'll be fine. Now I run over here. Do 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 do. There's really nothing fast about this. Nope, nothing fast about this one. We are large and in charge here, as you can see. Yeah, because we're just about to hit sub-adult, which is crazy. Okay, 45. I just need 5 combined between these two. We're gonna do it! We did it! Flowers and mushrooms again. Well, you know what? There's 25 mushrooms right here. You know what? 32. I think I've got enough. Now I gotta find more flowers. Flowers! I'm looking for you. Oh, are we running in the same area for flowers? Is that what we're doing? Well, I think I'm gonna lose the speed race. Alright, well that was 12. Which means this will be 18 over here. Actually, this will carry me to my 25 flowers. Because this will be 24 plus 1. Which means then that I'm just missing a couple mushrooms to put me at 50% completion. Not by much, but we're definitely missing something. Okay, so here's where a lot of this opens up. Trotting speed. Ooh, increases incoming damage by 5%. Oh, hell no. Increases armor, but decreases movement speed, increases health regen when out of combat. You know what? I think that's going to be one we need. We're going to need the health regen hide, even if we just swap to it after a fight. Let's see, Bulwark. Oh, yeah, okay. Increases knockback by 1.4. Crouching for 10 seconds will get increased of 40%. Bleed resistance 20% until uncrouching, able to move. Okay, so we still get the traditional hunker experience. That's what it looks like. A extreme incoming damage resistance of 60%. Interesting. Kicking. Small damage and small AoE cannot be used while sprinting or swimming. Kicking? You know what? I need to see what the kicks are about. Let's see. So we get the back stomp, and we get the kicks. And we get, and we get Old Hunker. That's gonna be, hold on. Okay, so we have to be, what all can I use again while I'm hunkered? I can use everything while I'm hunkered, but they're all linked cooldowns. Got it. 1, 2. Yes, that's 3 seconds cooldown. Okay, so that admittedly just gives me more availability in the back. Although, honestly, the tail is still going to be the weak sauce, and it's going to be my weakness. Anything that's not trying to get at my legs are just going to sit there and bite my tail while it's on cooldown. That's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. That's pretty much how you cheese it, from what I remember. The idea was, while they're hunkered and they get the damage resistance, you sit back there and you just bite the tail. Because even if you get these directional tail hits, or even the AoE one, it's like they're not moving, and the tail doesn't move that quick in precise movement, so you're just kind of here. Yeah, so we get 60% damage resistance. That's going to be really strong, because a lot of people are going to be moving away from fighting that type of style. Alright, yeah, that should be 50. Yep, yeah, because it's right under the in build a nest. Additionally, the game says I can build a nest, but I can't place it. But yeah, I wonder if this is going to be updated and they're going to remove, they're just going to remove hunker, remove the damage resistances. Because right now, that's a very strong, very tanky thing. However, even with hunker, it's like, you could still hunt this with an Apex. Like, this is very much, from what I remember, this was very much not as strong as the Anos hunker was. Which is true because it was 90% damage reductions versus 60% damage reductions on the high end. Yeah, because it says we either get 60% or we get 40%. So yeah. Yep, no, still, I would say that those damage reductions, they're definitely not as strong as old Anno. Definitely not. Okie dokie, we run to the water. Run to the water. We run with a sense of, well, a sense of something, but it definitely ain't urgency because we have 10% decreased movement speed. 10% decreased movement speed, I think, between this 5% and that 5%. Yep, yeah, so we got 10% debuff overall to our movement speed for trade-offs in additional damage and armor by 25%. Which doesn't do much because it is all armor can be negated by armor piercing attacks. The damage resistances, however, are going to be something you have to play around. So part of me, like, I'm glad that they swapped that because that used to be an armor buff. It used to just be like your armor is increased by like 300% for while you're crouched or something. So I'm glad that they gave it the I'm gonna tank stats and actually gave it the attributes to tank. So who knows? Maybe one of these is a tier 4 can hold its own versus an Apex. I don't know. I actually don't even remember the stat block for this. Do we still have? We do. Okay, cool. So we're still 4 slots. We had to flip over real quick to check group. So yeah, this thing is still 4 slots in total size. Yeah, this is minus 10% movement speed. I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed. You know what? Use our marks command again. Get more marks. And then honestly, we might not finish growing this on stream, but the next time you see this, it will be done. Because I just saw the time, and we've got basically enough time to finish off this point of interest and then kind of call it. Because I'm like, oh, it's going to be dinner time. Well, it's like, oh, it's going to be, time to eat. Although for me, I've got to cook before I eat. Because I've got the spice recipe to add to the ground beef that I'll be cooking. They'll be very happy about that. Because we're going to have ground beef, beans, and noodles. With a spice mix that is like homemade taco mix. It's not quite the same as like the taco mix you buy from the store. But honestly, I like this homemade one better. It's not as it doesn't feel as bitey. Like how do I say that without? Yes. Yeah, I'm walking that way. What do you mean? What do you mean? Rude. I got it. I got them both. Haha. Well, I was about to say what I wanted to do and what ended up happening were 2 different things. Rude. Oh my gosh, no, you're turning the wrong way. Eh. There we go. That AoE is probably gonna save my bacon. No. I'm over here just taking hits to the face. It's very much just, okay, I have too many buttons. Like that's very much what this has turned into. It's like I've got too many usable things and I'm just like That AoE though, this honestly feels like old Anno. my gosh, the return of old Anno playstyle. Cause I'm over here, beaten up in a Marg, of all things. Yeah, cause that AoE is just bonkers. Rude. Haha, my AoE still hits there. I will chase you. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna chase you. I actually don't even know if that hit you or not. Wow, that's got some range on it. Okay. I don't know. I don't know that I can outrange that. I think we just play where we're ahead and we just we wait out that bleed. Yeah. Also, good to know that we're somewhat immune to knockback while we're hunkered, because I don't know if anyone else saw that, but I was getting hit with those tails, and I was not being flung around like I was, you know, being hit by tails. Ooh, I think I figured out how I'm getting beat by this Amarg. I'm just getting outranged on the stomp. That's icky. I don't like that. That's icky. Uh-uh. Amarg AoE for the win, though. We had a definite lead going, but I'm not. I don't feel like I'm keeping it. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm like 10 feet away, 20 feet away, and I'm still getting bonked like that? No. 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 I'm good. Let's see. See how we want to do this. Oh, I wasn't quick enough. I wasn't quick enough! Eh! Yeah, that tail is definitely longer. Well, that's rude. I don't want to play into the tail. But there's not much to do. That AoE is just oppressive. And I can't, ew. I used to be able to move better, and when I could move better, I could do better things. Yeah, you can see it on my front half though. Look at me, I'm beat up. I'm turning red. Yeah, no, I'm good. I know how you're gonna play this. Oh, we actually hit that time. Did you see that? The health bar went down. Did you see that? The health bar moved. It's how we know we're making progress if the health bar moves. But we have to keep moving. We can't stand still or else we're just gonna get beat out by the AoE. It's just gonna be not one of those good times. Haha! There is a range limit for you. There is. Well, you've done a good job of figuring out mine. Dang, that knockback is killer though. Yeah, if a Mark didn't have a stomp, this would be a very different game. It'd be a very different fight. Because I've lost like maybe half of my health bar from from here down, I've lost like most of it to the AoE. Wow, that is some serious range I do not like. do not like. I don't think I have the speed. I don't think I have the range anymore. I'm definitely getting outranged. Ooh, that was a good trade for us. That was a good trade. We needed that trade. So, when are we calling Uncle? Which one of us are gonna call this? Because I'm not supposed to kill you, and you're not supposed to kill me. Tisk tisk. Tisk tisk. I don't think you should be able to throw me like that if I'm in the middle of my AoE, because if you didn't throw me with the knockback, that would have hit. That would have hit 100%. I think that's a little strong. If I'm in the middle of throwing my attack, I don't think you should. Sass walk me all you want. You're not goading me into running into your tail face first. No, ma'am, that is not happening today. I know the strategy you're trying to pull. Alright, that didn't lose a lot. We can out-heal this. We can out-heal this. That throw, though, is so far. It's so far. I do not... I just don't feel like I've got a counter. Wow, that was rough. That was rough. We needed that to land, and it didn't. It just didn't. That's insane. The stamina management here, though, is pretty stellar on my end. Ooh. That went through. That landed. You couldn't throw me away from that one. If I land one more tail hit on you, you're going to have to call it. It's just the way it is. You're going to have to. That did not do the damage you wanted it to. No, it did not. It did not. We're moving pretty carefully now, huh? I can tell we're doing the careful moves. Oh, this is... Yeah, we're starting to get careful. Nope, we keep walking here. Nice. Like, I knew it. I knew what you were going for. Nope, you don't have the distance. You don't have the distance. Nope. You want to throw an attack that close? Are we calling it? Are we? Are we calling it? You let me know. I don't think we're calling it. I think that we're gonna go for it. Ooh. Nope. We're playing King of the Hill right here. Playing King of the Tail Slam. Oh wow, okay, that Yeah, Mark definitely has more range on the tail than I do. And their AoE has a lot more range than I do. But so far, we're still winning in the HP department. It's going to take some serious hits. There's no way that should land. I'm sorry, what? No way. 0 ways that should even remotely be hitting me. The ground stops there. That's ridiculous. They need to fix that. Yeah, area of effect, but area of effect, it doesn't go through space. They need to fix that. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm waiting for AoE rework part 2 where they fix that. I think we're gonna do something a little bit more sinister though. You know what's down this path? Food and water. I don't think your AoE gets me over here. No ma'am, I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Wow. Yeah, your AoE can work off a cliff, but mine can't go up a hill? That's ridiculous. That needs a fix right now. I'm gonna sit here and eat these berries. You know what? I'm willing to call a truce for food. I'm willing to... That's it. You lost the truce. No more truce for food. You had to assume that I was gonna throw at you while we were gonna eat food. And it was not the case. I wasn't gonna throw. But then you threw. I didn't hit you at all right there. And now the tides are turning. There's a noticeable HP difference here, and I don't like it. You know what the unfortunate aspect though is? I can eat nuts, and I can eat flowers, but only you can eat berry bushes. So I'm gonna sit here and eat these tiger nuts. Wow, that AoE size versus AoE size, and my AoE size is losing. Oof, this is rough. That's what that is. It is rough. Yeah, because I don't think anytime I go to move quick here, I'm gonna run inside AoE range and I'm gonna get hit. I get hit. I don't know that that trade was worth it. I think I got it. No, I had to have hit. There's no way I didn't. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how this AoE is preventing my hits from landing. It knockback is knockback, but if I'm in the middle of throwing an attack, my attacks should still land. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. The rough part is knowing I'm getting outranged by the Amarg, because my tail is outclassed. And my tail's my longest range. Outclassed by both the AoE and by the actual tail attack. Yeah, because there's a lot to eat just to throw that tail. And I need the AoE for my attacks to land, for me to come back here, not the tail swipe. I need more substantive damage, and it's just not happening. I'm not calling Uncle though. I think I can turn this around. I think the only way I turn this around, right, is if I tank through the AoE and drop my own. That's the only way I win that. But the amount of stamina it takes to sprint though, that stamina cost, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if yeah, no, this is a losing. No, you don't want to run up the hill against the Amarg. That's how you lose. That's how you lose against the Amarg. You know what? I think we can do this. Really? There's no dodging this now. But I'm gonna pull a sneaky sleep. And I'm gonna pull the 20% increased healing out of combat. I got the health regen buff on now. Yeah, you had no idea it was coming. 0 clues. No, you don't win. I'm not letting you win because your AoE works off a cliff. That's really the only time this tide turned. It's like, ah, the AoE works off a cliff. Wow, I really needed that AoE. I really did. What? My tail attack! No! Throw it! We had the perfect opportunity. It presented itself so good. Oh, this is a shame. This is an absolute shame. This is rough. Eh. I don't even think I hit you. That's the worst part of it. I don't even think I hit you. All of that just to run around and not get the tail hit in. Oh my gosh. That's grr. It's very grr. Yeah, your strongest hit's definitely the tail attack. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's definitely the tail attack. Once again, my AoE fails me every time. I think you're moving when I'm not looking. Let's see, is there something else in here? Yeah, grants immunity to knockback. Okay. So there actually is a knockback immunity. We had it for so long, and then the game said, what if our AoE rework wasn't balanced? Every time I need this to hit, the range just falls off. Oh, we got a hit! It's not a winner. I don't think we win with it, but we got a last laugh. I think we do one more. Nope. Come on. Come on. Come on. I need to get around and throw the tail. That did nothing! That did nothing! Arg. Wow. Are you serious? Every time I need that to hit, it's like, nah, I'm good. Every time I don't want it to get thrown, oh wow, do you need a tail slam? Like, come on, be consistent, why don't you? Yeah, fine. I concede. We were very close, but it just wasn't meant to be. Yeah, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Ah, it was so grr. Yeah, that stupid cliff. If it wasn't for the stupid cliff and the unbalanced AoE, we would have had it. We would have had it. Honestly, the big thing that we had going on though was very much the does the AoE work on different heights? And for the hills, the answer is no, it doesn't work on different heights. For the cliffs, it is yeah, it'll work like 10 meters off the cliff. And I looked at that and I said, "Excuse me? What do you mean?" Yeah, I think that's stupid. I think I think it needs to be consistent across the board. But the only question I have is why, and the only thing I can think of is because it's mod versus official. So I think it's just different, it's just coded different. I think if they were developed and made the same way, it would be a lot more it would be a lot more equal. But yeah, we had it in the first half. That was we had it in the first half. Let me tell you what though, after I swapped to the health recovery ability on the hide instead of the armor buff, I definitely felt the slam damage a bit harder. It definitely hurt a good bit more. So that armor buff is noticeable. It makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference. I think we're gonna heal up. We're gonna get some food. We're gonna get a berry bush. And I think we're gonna call it. I think that's what we're gonna do. Because we're definitely over time here. I lost track of time because I was having fun. The good news is it doesn't affect the cat at all. The cat's fine. The cat doesn't need to be fed again until 8. It just really affects me and my dinner, which is not a hard thing to deal with. It is not a hard change to make. You know what though? We do move 5. You're adult. You're telling me I was fighting an uphill battle the entire time. Hot darn. How long was I fighting the adult stat block? My goodness. Either way, we had a good time, and we've pretty much got this big guy grown. He is a big dude, and he's got the damage reductions. So I guess really the only thing this thing will be weak to are things that can, players that can beat the tail swipe, and dinosaurs with AoE stomps. So that would be a Marg, that would be modded Acro, that would be Spino. Which, I mean, the Acro and Spino are both Apexes, so you're already outclassed based on combat weight. Knockback immune things will destroy me. Well, I'm only knockback immune while I'm in my bulwark stance. So, the Deinosuchus though. The Deinosuchus totally beats you out because it's knockback immune for like 30 seconds after combat starts. Or I think it's 30 seconds after the first knockback. I don't quite yeah, wow, we really do just tear through berry bushes. I'm going to apologize for that in advance. 6% berries left. Ah, okay, so it's after the first knockback. Got it. Well, we take a nap. We take a big old nap, we get our health back, and honestly, between the passive growth and whenever we log in next, it'll be pretty easy to get this thing grown. Be pretty easy. We won't have any issues. But I think honestly now is probably the best time to call it. We had a great time. We got to grow our dinosaur. We got to grow our dinosaur with a friend. Let me tell you what, I love playing on Wild Amber even by myself, but playing on Wild Amber with friends is really where it comes together. Every game is better with friends, no matter what. So, without further ado, I'm going to go. I'm going to start cooking for dinner. But it was great to hang out with y'all for the stream. I might actually do something tomorrow in the afternoon. Actually, no, I probably shouldn't, because I've got some stuff going on tomorrow. Thursday, I might. No, I might do something Friday, because I'm like, there's a fourth day I want to stream, and it's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be a surprise stream. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, so I'm probably leaning towards Friday. Yeah, because Thursday's already a stream day. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We've got stuff planned for Wednesday. So yeah, look out for Friday. We're gonna have a surprise stream Friday. Last Friday I was gonna stream, but I forgot that my girlfriend was off of work, so I decided to spend the day and the weekend with her. I thought that was just a better use of my time, because priorities, man. It's like, don't get me wrong, I like streaming and I'm glad to share it with everybody, but the time you get to spend with the people who are important to you is special, and you shouldn't trade it for nothing. So, I'm gonna go get dinner. I'm not commenting. I'm not commenting on what it is. We're just gonna have to wait and see what it is. But thank you all for joining me today. I will be live again on Thursday. This has been your host, Sneaky Snake 2. Stay safe, slither on, and make good choices, my friends. And I will see you all in the next one.